Hello there, Aries. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast for the week of April 22nd through the 28th. We are going to be looking at some main themes for you during the week. And I just realized I haven't silenced my phone yet. Let me take care of that. All right, I did go ahead and clear your cards before I got started with this video. So right now I'm just putting the final shuffle on them, and then we will take a peek and see what comes up for you, Aries. La-di-di-da. La-di-di-da. Hello there, Avneet. Are you done with your live? Okay, so for Aries, the first thing that we have coming up for the week, it looks at your environment. An environment is any place where you have energy or effort invested. What I have is, looks like there's someone missing from your environment or somebody that you're lonely for in your environment, Aries. So this could be anything from a kid that has gone off to college or vacation, or this could be, something where there's a breakup or something like that too. A lot of ways that this could be playing out for you, Aries, but the bottom line is somebody that you're lonely for in your environment that you're used to having around or that you wish you had around. Okay. Next thing that I'm looking at talks to me about subconscious leanings. Looks to me like here what you're focusing on is some internal struggle or internal strife. Some of you may be thinking about, well, I should have said this or I should have said that. You guys might have recently gone through some kind of, fight or argument with somebody, and now you're double questioning or double. How do you say that? Double thinking, second guessing, your own words or your own actions in that interaction. And you're kind of wondering, how can I make that better? For others of you, there's somebody that you have some things on your chest that you haven't been able to get off of your chest yet. And you really want to say those things, and your subconscious is working out, how can I actually bring that up and say what I need to say? And what I'm hearing is you're looking to do it in a non-confrontational way. You don't want to start an argument or a fight, but you know that whatever it is you need to say is very likely to trigger something like that. So your subconscious is working on, how do I handle this situation, basically. The next thing that I have coming up for you, Aries, talks to me about your learning style and also your communication style. So looking at learning style first, Aries, when you're curious about something, you really dig in. You look for that new information. You check things out. You follow up on ideas or leads about something. And I feel like that's what's going on. You're really digging in, Aries, this week on new information, things you want to find out about. Maybe you're researching a new project idea, or maybe you're researching for a term paper. Maybe you're just wanting to know more about job applicants, and so you're doing research on that. Or somebody who's applying to date you, somebody who would like to date you. Maybe you're trying to do some digging and find out some information on them before you really decide that you want to do anything with that person. So learning style, you're really digging in to find your information around whatever it is that you want to about this week. So that is the main theme. And then also communication style. What do we have coming up here? I think that this week, whenever it comes to emotions, your communication style is very direct. It may be the main thing that you're communicating about this week. And I feel like you're just dumping everything out on the table for the other person or persons to know about, and letting them make an evaluation about what they want to do about your emotions or your feelings about something. Now, this doesn't even have to be romantic. This doesn't have to be the big I love you statement or anything like that. This could even be something at work. You're just letting somebody know, I really like that we're moving forward with this client, but I'm not sure that this project is handling, the challenges there the best way possible. I think there are so much easier ways to handle this that our client would like better. And this just feels all wrong to me. It could be something like that too. But you're definitely pouring your feelings out there for other people to know. And that's a main theme for your communication for this week. Next thing I'm looking at for you, Aries, talks to me about work. And so work is two things for me. It is what you do to make a living, and it's also what you do to improve your own inner self or inner character. So, as far as making a living, I think you've got some really great new inspired ideas, new directions that you can go, new leads that you can chase down, new jobs maybe that you can find. But you've got some great new inspired ideas that are leading you down a good path during this week. The next thing that I'm looking at, that inner work, what we have coming up here, it's interesting because I feel like you're starting to realize when you have inner work, you're starting to realize that there are some good things that come out of your shadow side. So a lot of us, well, we all have a shadow side. It's the side that we really don't want to share with our culture or our community because, we don't feel so good about it. But I think that we're starting to realize, Aries, that there are some good things that come out of that shadow side. It's not all completely bad. There are some good effects of it. And, for one thing, it helps us appreciate the non-shadow side, the light side. But that's going to be in our work, is really seeing, okay, well, what are the good things about my shadow side, that side I like to keep hidden? What are those benefits of actually having those things going on with me? Okay. Next thing that I'm looking at for you guys, Aries, is that part of your personality that's being grown or expanded as we go through the week. The theme that I have coming up here is revisiting, revisiting the past, revisiting how things used to be, looking at the possibility of going back to how things used to be. Okay, that's a theme for where you're being grown or expanded. Next thing I'm looking at has to do with those things that you stand for. Aries, there's some kind of dream, goal, target that you have in your life, and you are reaching for that and you are manifesting that. You're making it happen. And other people, somebody around you is giving you trouble. Of course, whenever we manifest those things that we want, sometimes people can't handle that. And so somebody's giving you a hard time and you're having to stand up for your own manifestations at that point. Okay. So that's what you're standing for. The next thing that we have is how other people perceive you. A lot of times, this is the person that you had to stand up to and say, yeah, I'm glad I'm manifesting what I'm manifesting, or I intended to do this, or whatever it is that you had to say to them. So this is that person that was criticizing you. How they see you is they see you as somebody who's really confused. You don't know up from down as far as they're concerned. I guess they'll figure out the truth about that later, won't they? So then the next thing that we have coming up for the week, and this will probably be more towards the end of the week, but as after, once this manifestation comes into place, this allows you to make some long-term plans. And so you start to begin to make those long-term plans because of this manifestation showing up. And as you do, it's really interesting. You've got kind of a contradictory thing going on here. First of all, those long-term plans include doing something that is very nurturing, very creative, something that really uplifts and benefits somebody else. But at the same time that you're making those plans where you want to uplift and benefit somebody else through your nurturing and creative part of your personality, at the same time over here, you're feeling really limited, like there's only so much I can do. And the sense that I get for you, Aries, is there's only so much you can do, not because of your own limitation of resources here, but because the other person is only going to allow you to do so much. They're only going to be receptive to so much. And so I feel like that has you feeling very restricted and tied up and limited. So there's a limited amount of what you can do in these long-term plans that you're making to help somebody and uplift somebody. But ultimately, at the end of this week, you get some really good ideas going on. I think you find a way to help them. I think you find a way to talk to them, to present to them your ideas in a way that they can receive them so that you can move forward. You definitely have some good new ideas coming up at the end of the week that are going to be very decisive, and they are going to change some things for you. I'm hearing that they're going to be life changing. So, really a big week coming in for you, Aries. Put me on my toes. Everyone, have a fantastic day, fantastic week, and I'll see you the next time. Peace out.